Dear friends, today we have a beautiful day, a celebration of our Islamic friends, Eid al-Fitr, the festival of breaking the fasting of the month of Ramadan. We know the month of Ramadan is a time for fasting and purifying the body and the soul to have a new vision of life. The breaking of the fasting itself is a feast to be celebrated with a great view of life. The fasting is a journey preparing ourselves to bring the person to closer to Allah, the Divine. Fasting is a time of purification, a time of preparation, and a time of sharing with others. The Holy Quran says, "O you who have believed, decreed upon you is fasting, that you may be righteous." You may be a righteous person. The very intention of fasting is to make the people to be a righteous persons, a righteous seekers of God or followers of Allah. It is a preparation to be an integrated man, to be a righteous man. Fasting is needed, an ascetical activity to prepare the body and the mind and make it a fit instrument to have a proper relationship with the Divine. It is a time of gift given by God, given by Allah. It is an opportunity to get the divine blessings and a very means to seek salvation and forgiveness. First of all, it is a blessing. A time of fasting is a blessing. It is an understanding of all the religions. All the religions are having a particular time of fasting or doing some penances. It is a time of blessing to know oneself, to know one's own limitations, and to be ready to change, to convert, to have a new attitude of life, to have a new vision of living. So it is an opportunity to get the divine blessings. When the time of Ramadan comes, the door of mercy is opened. The door of mercy is opened. It is a blessing. It is a divine blessing. We get lot of divine blessings during that time so that we can analyze ourselves. And also it is a time to go very close to the divine realities by prayer, by penance, by sharing, and by loving with others. Thus we are getting the forgiveness from the Divine. That means it is a power of washing our own limitation to become a new person for God and for others. So it is a time to give priority to God and His intentions. That is why we accept the ascetical practice, the fasting, as a means of preparation, preparing the body, preparing the mind, and make a fit, valuable structure to go closer to God and to other persons. Every day during the month of Ramadan, at the end of the fasting, after the sunset, usually our Islamic friends share something with others, some food with others. It is a sign that sharing itself explains that nobody should go without food after the fasting. We know today many friends, after doing a strict fasting during the day, they have nothing to eat at the sunset. It is also a time to see the feelings of the poor, the downtrodden and the needy, those who are living in misery and poverty. It is the purification of the mind in communion with other people, those who are in needy. The Prophet very well organized this month of Ramadan, a time of preparation and fasting, so that they can have an idea, a felt experience of the hunger, the pain of without living the necessities of life. Thus, it is an opportunity to fast, means it is also an opportunity to understand the basic needs of the people and the willingness to share our own means so that they may also have the basic needs. As I said, it is a time of purification, not only of the body, our mind, our way of thinking, our attitude, our different aspects of life also should be converted, to be changed. As I said, we have lot of unnecessary needs of life and we are worried about them in this consumeristic society. Now this month helps us to realize how we should not be a consumeristic, at the same time how to be a realistic person, to share myself with others. Thus, during this month of Ramadan and also at the time of closing the fasting, we call it as Eid al-Fitr. This is a time of feasting, of sharing. Caring always connected with the sharing. If I am taking care of myself, means I am willing to share what I have with others. I take care myself and I share according to my physical needs, according to my psychological needs, according to my needs of growth and security. It is well balanced. At the same time, personal care and sharing leads to a community or social caring and sharing with others. That is why the Ramadan is a month of challenge. I have to challenge myself. It is the preparing the body and the mind to have the integrity of my personal self. I challenge my body, its needs. At the same time, I know how to integrate the needs of the body and the needs of the mind. When I am conscious of my personal needs, my own needs, it leads me to be conscious of the needs of the others. Thus, I am prepared to share myself with others. So it is a challenge to accept the due necessities of preparing the body and the mind, the need of purifying our personal self so that we may be open to the other realities of a Supreme God and the other persons. If you are able to accept the challenge properly in communion with our life, we are invited to be with God. The real invitation comes since we are graced and blessed by the divine blessings. We are invited to live a new life, that is, to be with God. The same way, the month of Ramadan is especially a month to be with God. day and night, not engaging unnecessarily with other activities, but going deeper within oneself to be with God and the God's own people. Thus, if I am conscious that I am to be with God and with God's people, then my inner self is converted or changed to have a spirit of sharing. Sharing means to have a good relationship with the family members and with the other society members. A good relationship. That is why in today's celebration, our Islamic friends share gifts with others. It is a good sign we regain the integration of the community, the relationship of the community, to live a life of sharing with other persons. Thus, the sharing leads us to have a better relationship, renewed relationship, new communication, new relationship with others. It is extending myself to the others. Thus, it is a time of conversion, coming out of my egoistic understanding and needs and perceptions of life to come out as a man of grace, a man of blessing, to have a new communion with others. So it is a best example for all the people. We should have some time to have some fasting, to integrate the body and the mind, that you may feel our own limitations and able to overcome them. At the same time, we understand the psychological, physical limitations, the poverty of others, and we come out to help them. Since I am conscious of my own newness and integration, now I am able to see the needs of others. It is the meaning of the month of Ramadan and the celebration of closing of the fasting. We have to close the fasting. That means we have to come out of something. That means the maturity to be the person of God, the person of supreme reality. As I said, the process is intensified at a particular time, but at the same time the process is continued throughout our life, in all the days of our life. It is also suggested in the Islamic tradition, all those who are able can contribute at least 2.5% of their income to the needy, to the poor. It is not compulsory, but those who are able, because it is an intention of all the religion, the people has to understand they have a part to be shared with others, to be shared with others. That is the personal, social and cosmic caring. It leads to sharing. Dear friends, as we are conscious of the need of fasting, the need of preparation, it leads to the need of purification and integration of the personality. That is why we need fasting. We decree upon you fasting so that you may be righteous, a honest person before God and before others. Dear friends, we wish our own happiness and joy to all our Islamic friends, a happy feast of Eid al-Fitr. At the same time, we share our own happiness with all the human beings, that all people may enjoy the newness of life, the righteousness and its values, so that to live an integrated life. Let us accept all the challenges of life to be a righteous person, and invite ourselves and others to go deeper into communion and relationship with the divine and with others. Because of this communion, we are motivated to care and to share. It is the duty of all human beings. During this festival day, we wish you all the same grace of sharing and caring. Thank you very much. O Supreme Graceful Light, justice, love and peace be with you all. Be peace with you, peace with you, peace with you. Be well, be well, be well.